Alrighty, I'll talk a little bit about what I'm about to do. This is a frame rail on this car on one side. This is the frame rail on the other side. This frame rail has been shot with fluid film. You can see how good that looks. Stuff dries, kind of turns dark. It's greasy. It's not really like paint, but because it's greasy, it neutralizes rust. And then I just think it preserves everything a whole lot better. I see an air shock mount here, air shock line. They run to nowhere, but somebody had air shocks on this baby at one time. I guess that goes along with the big trailer hitch back here. Anyway, so I'm just going to get me a gallon of fluid film and squirt it all over everything under here. Everything that I can find, everything that I can hit with the fluid film, I'm going to do it to preserve this baby and to make it look better. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. You know, I got a pair of air shocks, and I believe they're the same fittings, same ends as these. I may be wrong. I decided I'd pop the back tires off this baby so that I could get plenty of fluid film all up inside the fender well and not get it all over these white walls. And would you believe these tires are so big, and you have to keep in mind, you know, what's considered big in its day. These are a set of 815s, and it also says a lot about how good these fenders are. That this, you know, in Maine where all the fender moldings rot out, this one is all here, and this tire won't come off. It's one side is hitting the brake drum and the other side is hitting this fender, and in order to get this tire off, I'm going to have to take the valve stems out, let the air out of them to get them out. I don't know, it just struck me as cool. This is, I believe, the original wheel to this car. If they were flat, they would probably come out because they wouldn't have any air in them. Even though this car's got some Bondo right in here, obviously this fender don't have any because that fender well is in incredibly good shape. Alright, I'll get that off. Alright, so fluid film makes this squirt can. I got a little bit of it splashed out on me. I put a little bit too much in it. And I just hooked that to my air compressor, shoot it like a gun, just crawl in there and just start spraying like crazy. I love this stuff. Alright, I figured I'd bring y'all up under here with me so that you can see what the underside of the car looks like now with the fluid film all over everything. And believe me, I have sprayed it on everything I can think of to spray. One thing I'm looking at from here is I ought to give a little extra squirt to that brake line right there, so I'll grab it and I'll squirt a little bit more there and a little bit more there where those connections are. They say on the instructions that it helps to, you know, kind of loosen things up. I believe these springs have been reinforced. I can see where somebody's been, my dad used to do that, put little pieces of fabric, leather stuff between the springs to make them a little stiffer. But anyway, next thing I'm going to do is put the gas tank back on it. And then I got about a half gallon more fluid film, so I may go up front and do it while I got it on the lift. And then we'll go to the gas station and gas her up and see if it works. Sweet doggies.